baseball. And if you guys are new to the channel, please smack that like button.
Hi.
Welcome to stream.
Starting today. And what will you do? Will you push yourself harder when the moment is there? How do you impact your team? What is your outlook? Are you a lightning rod, a maverick, a captain, or the team's heart and soul? What type of player will you become? Are you a pure power player, a small ball, a rock steady, or a Mr. Utility type of guy? Perhaps you're that rare but raw combination of speed and power, known as the anomaly. Do you have the
Stream element spot running Paya L.
control of the plate or mind-bending stuff? A new season begins now. Will you be able to answer the call when the opportunity arrives? Can you?
Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Chicago. Stepping into the box, Bo Bichette. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The afternoon for Toronto.
And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. But an easy play there at first as that becomes the first out of the inning. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Mark DeRosa, what do you have for us on this lineup?
You know, taking a look at this lineup, Matt, one thing you have to take into account is the variables that you can't control. And that's the wind. It's blowing in. It's howling in. You're going to see some guys in this lineup change their approach, not be looking for that launch angle and trying to drive the ball out of the ballpark. It's going to take a big man to put one over the wall today.
1-1 the count. One out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Line toward right center. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Batting third, the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
So coming to the plate, number 13. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now here's the pitch. Hit hard down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. Slapped hard the opposite way. Castellanos is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. A solid start to this one for John Lester. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Grichuk is after it. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Well, Matt, the key for me to success for this lineup is they got to be willing to come through in big spots. They got to stick to the game plan. Somebody's going to have to get a knock with 2 outs and find a way to not leave base runners stranded.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Turning for second is Castellanos. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Here's Javier Baez. This is line to left. Gurriel is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Chris Bryant now, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Bryant.
First pitch on its way. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Castellanos at second with 2 down. Line drive to left. Gurriel is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. Now to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Number 27.
In there, strike 1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
High in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Zobrist ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Batting 6th, the center fielder, Randall Grichuk.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. Now the first pitch here from Lester. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Off the LED board and gone.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing 1 more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot as the result.
Standing in now, Reese McGuire, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Three and 0 now.
What?
The 3-0 pitch is in there for strike 1. Here's a swing and a miss at the off-speed pitch. It's a full count now, 3-2. Payoff pitch coming from Lester.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Jay's off to a good start. Striding in, Kyle Schwarber. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
The left fielder.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And right into the shift. Fielded cleanly. And there's 1 down now.
Batting 6th, The catcher.
So the
Wilson.
bases are empty with one man gone.
Contreras.
And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. And now the second pitch of the inning is hit in the air to center. In there, a base hit. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
Well, the sun was definitely a factor there, but here's the news. The sun rises every day, and as a player, you've got to find a way to deal with it. A glove, flip down, sunglasses, use something so you can catch the ball. Sometimes easier said than done, though.
This is pulled into right. Fisher is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone.
Batting eighth.
At the plate, Jason Hayward, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First offering on its way. Line towards center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that... Striding into the box, Derek Fisher, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. And Lester back to work as this is swung on and missed for the first strike. High in the air out to center field. Hayward has a read on it. One down.
Batting nine.
Welcome to the game.
Matt.
Welcome to the show.
Digging in now, Matt Shoemaker. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming, here it is. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. Blue Jays pitcher with an even 1-1 count. Line, but speared on a hop. And that's the second out.
Now batting. Number 11.
Digging in to try it again. Bo Bichette. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Line to the right side, but foul. Behind 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch.
A swing and a miss at a sinker. The
Got him.
strikeout retires the side. Inning is over.
So stepping in, John Lester. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
The pitcher.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Lester.
That's lifted the other way out to left.
Out.
Gurriel is right there, and
I
it's
should
a
have
very
been.
quick out number 1.
Now batting. First baseman.
At the plate, Anthony Rizzo. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
On to first, and very quickly, 2 are gone here in the home third.
The right fielder, number 6.
Into the box now, Nicholas Castellanos. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. First pitch on its way. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball
The batter,
season.
number 9.
Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Stepping in, Javier Baez.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes
The
dramatically.
third baseman.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Chris Bryant, hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
On to first, and the Cubs... Now at the plate, number 8. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Leading off for Toronto.
He's ready. Here's the
second
first
baseman.
offering.
Number 8.
And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. fouled off. Another 1-2 delivery. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Schwarber moving to his left makes the play, one away.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 13 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Castellanos is over to his right as he puts this one away, 2 down.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. A ball and no strikes. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive, but foul. 1 run, just 1 hit, 1 error thus far for Toronto. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. He'll try again, 1-2. Another one sent foul.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get...
And we'll have to leave it there. This is strike 3, and that will retire. So in now for Chicago, Kyle Schwarber. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And there's 1 away.
The catcher, number 40.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Wilson Contreras. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher.
Didn't mean
They have
that.
to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
No, not there.
Is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Ben Zobrist. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Shoemaker looks in. Here comes the first pitch. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Hayward.
Now at the plate, Jason Hayward. A great opportunity for him here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1.
He's getting a lot of first pitch outs, and it's really easy to see why. He's been perfect. 100% of his first pitches have been...
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And the tying run comes around to score from second.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, Dior. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan.
And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the... Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said he's been really happy with how many balls they've hit hard and on a line. Looking at the numbers, they've had 7 total line drives. And even though some of those have resulted in outs, he says it's that kind of consistent contact that leads to W's in the standings.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Now batting.
Here's Randall Grichuk, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. First pitch on its way. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1. Off the plate and in, it's a ball and a strike. 1 run, just 1 hit, 1 error thus far for Toronto. Fastball taken inside for a ball, 2-1 now. Hit in the air down the right field line. Castellanos is in pursuit. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, number 10.
Now in the box, Reese McGuire looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a ball well struck for the right field corner. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And this will get all the way to the wall now. Digging hard. He's headed for third. And he'll make it into third here with a 2-out.
The second this thing got past the outfielder, you knew it was at least a double, possibly a triple, but he turns on the afterburners and is safely into third.
I don't know.
And now a bluff here as he'll just make sure nothing's cooking over there at third. Derek Fisher the next to bat. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Madden. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. They're currently averaging more than a hit per inning, while at the same time, they've yet to strike out a single time. We all know that's a rarity these days, but clearly the bat-on-ball approach is working for them.
All right, thanks, Heidi. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Right fielder, Nick.
Digging in once again, Nicholas Castellanos. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Again.
That base hit was screaming off the bat.
And our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hot shot down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0-1 count and the pitch. Line towards center field. Grichuk is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting,
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Chris Bryant. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the...
His ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. And that'll score the run from second as they jump in front now, 2-1.
He was not messing around in that at-bat, looking for a first-pitch fastball all the way, and that's exactly what he got. Nice job to rip it down the line and drive in a run at the same time. He'll feel good about that one.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And that's going to plate the runner from second as this is now a 3-1 ball game.
The catcher, number
Settling
40.
in now, Wilson Contreras. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. From the stretch. Line drive to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that in. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Matt Shoemaker. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard-hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
I was going to walk him, but...
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
I don't know if that was discipline or whether he's just not swinging the bat at all, but hey, at least he's making the pitcher throw a few more pitches.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the...
I was going to walk him.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
No.
And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. And he's in there at third with a one-out triple.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the two outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
Stepping in now, number 8. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. In the air, down the line in left.
Foul ball.
And that will end up a foul ball. Just keeping him close. Throw is up the line as it gets away. And the run is in to score from third.
Man.
Nobody on. 1-2.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
This is on the ground over to first, and he'll flip it over to Lester for the out.
Now batting. The left fielder.
Now batting, number 13. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Low for ball 1. 2-0 to the Jays left fielder. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
Castellanos will get there, and he puts it away to... So 1 run here on 1 hit, 1 error, and no one left on base.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gurriel on the move. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting. Center
Here's
fielder.
Jason Hayward now. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Hayward.
Here it comes. Looped out toward third. And plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are 2 down.
Now batting. The pitcher. John.
So digging in now, John Lester. Opportunity to bat for himself with his guys up a run here in the 6th. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is... So striding in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1.
Oh, I see this. I guess it was high.
The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. To 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Line towards center field. Hayward patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Stepping in for the Jays, Justin Smoke. No hits to this point. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Now the 1-1 pitch. High and deep to right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the center
So
fielder.
striding forward now, Rendell Grichuk. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Behind 0-2 now.
Sinker.
Lester's 2-0 home. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
Here's Lester now on 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Castellanos has a beat on it, and that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3, go. Derek Law gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
64.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Anthony Rizzo. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Toward the gap in right center, this is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. He'll get it into second. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double. Absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
Nick Castellanos now. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a...
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run.
I think they're way past due changing their approach to this guy. Whatever they're doing strategy-wise, it's not working. That's his 3rd double of the game, so he's feeling pretty good at this one.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And this ought to plate a couple as this ball's down for extra bases. And the run will score from 3rd to make this a 4-2 game.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where...
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll hit off the ivy out there. And the 2nd run will score here as they open things up to a 6-2 advantage.
Yeah, nowadays the number crunchers would call that a high leverage at bat. Not exactly sure what that means, but what I do know is they just doubled their lead, so he clutched up big time right there.
Brock Stewart takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Kyle Schwarber is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Okay,
This is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside, or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned.
The catcher, number 40. Wilson.
Digging in, Wilson Contreras. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
I don't like
this
his
stuff
pitcher.
that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Hit out toward second. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Cubs.
Digging in, Ben Zobrist. He's
Oh my.
working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit down the line at first, but this is foul for the first strike.
Swing and a line drive into left field, a base hit.
And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's a 7-2 ball game.
Yeah, now they're looking at a 5-run deficit, and that doesn't bode very well for them, especially considering that they've only been able to scratch a couple of runs across the entire game. If this isn't the end, they can definitely see it from here.
Swing and a miss, 0-1. Zobrist, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hit back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Standing in, Reese McGuire. He'll match up with John Lester now to lead off the inning.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Number 20.
Now at the plate, Derek Fisher. He was a ground-out victim last time up. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Derek Fisher goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning. Danny Jansen will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Now Lester's 0-1. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
And he pops it up back behind second base. And Zobrist will make the catch, and that'll be that. Sam Gaviglio is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Now to the plate, the pitcher, John Lester. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
The first baseman, number 44.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Anthony Rizzo. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
In now, Nicholas Castellanos. Hit hard on the ground is short. Bichette gathers it in, and there are 2 away now. Coming to the plate now, Javier Baez. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Here's the first pitch to him. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. Rizzo stands at second with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Hey, I thought he was going to work around him right here in this situation. But after getting 2 swinging strikes, there's a change of game plan. I guarantee he's going right after him.
And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Cubs strand 1. They're on top. Ready now, number 8. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike. Hit on the ground out to short. Baez has it. Throw on to first, and now the Jays are down to their final out.
Didn't get him.
Now batting, number 27.
Into the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it's a foul ball. Slapped hard the opposite way, but he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over. 7-2 the final score this afternoon. The Chicago Cubs used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. John Lester is the winning pitcher of record. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 7 runs on 14 hits. 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 14 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon.
Welcome to stream.
41,649.
Okay.
As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.
I'll be back. I'm hungry. Welcome to stream. don't forget to smack that like button.
Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Chicago Cubs. It's interleague baseball next on MLB Network. John Lester is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has that gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
And the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball one, and that's how things get underway here at Wrigley.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Lester is a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind, and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, he becomes very predictable, and when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
Batting second.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with the runner in scoring position, one batter into the game.
Looking to get something to the right side with that leadoff man at second to start the ball game. In the dirt. Throw goes over to third. And, oh, they say he beat the throw. Safe at third. 1-1 on its way from Lester. Good idea with the change, but it's 2-1. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with...
And the runs across to score, and the Jays will take an early 1-0 lead.
The left fielder, Lourdes.
Coming to the plate now, number 13. Bases empty and one away following the sac fly. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 now from Lester. Looked like the sinker there, dipped a little below the knees. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ripped down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Already their second double of this first inning, guys.
Yeah, he's not fooling anybody so far, Matt. Like you said, that's the second double he's given up here. And if he doesn't get things figured out, it's going to be a real short outing.
Guerrero can be considered a bit of a one-dimensional hitter, I guess, in terms of making contact. He tends to see the ball out of right-handed pitcher's hands well, but doesn't seem to pick up the left-handers at the same level. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Hayward has a read on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
You know, I'm looking forward to see what this guy can do in that 5-hole. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat. And he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1 ball.
There's a curveball, but it misses well out of the zone. Late that time for a strike.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Schwarber makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. A run on 2 hits here for Toronto. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Blue Jays 1, the Cubs coming up. Now at the plate, Anthony Rizzo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The
first pitch of the at-bat on its way. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Hard hit towards center. Grichuk is there, and he has it for the first out. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. This guy won the NL Silver Slugger at second base. Second base has become an offensive position now, and for him to win this Silver Slugger just tells you how good of a hitter he is.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Castellanos, a native Floridian. He was selected in the first round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And into left field for a 1-out hit.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
Javier Baez is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. The 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Castellanos, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out. So a runner at first with 2 away. And into bat next, former National League MVP, Chris Bryant. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
And there's a base hit on the line. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back.
You know, D-Row, there are certain hitters that just love to come up in clutch 2-out RBI situations, and this guy certainly is one of those guys.
Yeah, they're able to slow the moment down. It's not for everybody. This guy has ice water in his veins, consistently coming through in big spots. Nice job right there to tie this one up.
Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. The sight. Here's Randall Grichuk. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The center fielder, Randall Grichuk.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. High in the air out towards shallow right. Castellanos is going to get there, and that's the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
And 2 quick outs here in the second.
Batting 8.
Derek Fisher, the next to bat. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. grounded to the right. Rizzo is there. He'll flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. In now, Ben Zobrist. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side.
One away.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Toronto Blue Jays today. And let's focus our attention on outfielder Randall Grichuk. It's the ability to put it together every day on a consistent basis that's going to separate this guy from superstar to average big leaguer. Look for him to make an impact on one side of the ball today.
Fisher is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Batting ninth, the pitcher.
So here now's the pitcher, John Lester, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to first, a 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We played 2 full innings, and we are tied 1-1. Stepping in, Matt Shoemaker. 1 and 2 due up.
Matt Shoemaker.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
0-2. Welcome to stream.
Now another 0-2. Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Castellanos is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out.
First out.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Bo Bichette. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. Now Lester's 0-1. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count. In the air out toward right field. Castellanos giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The batter, number 8.
Standing in, number 8. He hit a sac fly earlier. Lester into his motion. Here's the first pitch. Fastball well outside.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base.
And he'll get over to... Oh, it kicks off his glove. How did he do that?
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
Gurriel.
Into the box, number 13, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. The 0-1 on its way. Fouled away. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Into the box now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
2 down, runners at first and second. To 2-2 now.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
Well, this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning.
Leading off for the Cubs, the first baseman.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Well hit, but right into the teeth of the shift. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The right
So
fielder,
the base is empty here with 1 away. And the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump.
The
So
batter,
far
number
this
9,
inning, 4
shortstop,
pitches and 2 outs.
Javier.
Got the first guy on 1 pitch, then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
Line towards center field. Grichuk is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is at the plate. Justin Smoke. He'll match up with John Lester now to lead off the inning.
Smoke.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Takes this the other way to right. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. Around first, digging for 2. And the Jays are in business now. It's a leadoff double. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Into the bleachers and gone.
This is just one of those parks where the ball seems to jump off the bat a lot more during the day. This is the first one of the day, but we might see a few more before this one's over.
So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. The 1-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Schwarber is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
The right fielder,
so 1 away here with the bases empty. And up next, the University of Virginia product, Derek Fisher. In there, no balls and a strike. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Zobrist is there, and there's out number 2.
Now batting, the pitcher.
So in now is the Blue Jays pitcher, Matt Shoemaker. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Lester's 2-0 home. And he fouls this one off. Lester gets the sign, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Here's Chris Bryant now, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up.
The third baseman.
First pitch coming, here it is.
Bryant.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Richick moves over, 1 down.
The batter, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
So 1 away here in the Chicago 4th. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. First offering on its way. Line drive to left. Gurriel is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, catcher.
Digging in, Wilson Contreras. First pitch on its way. And a ball, 1-0.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Fisher ranging back at the track. And he makes a nice catch. So it's back to the top of the order now. And into bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette.
Number 11.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. The 0-2 once more. Swing and a liner, but foul.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
And he'll step off here and make sure he doesn't have any ideas over there at third. First pitch on its way. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a miss for strike 1. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Liner towards second. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And tack on one more, make it a 4-1 lead.
I think we've got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs, and it looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
Now the relay home, and they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
He's set, and the pitch. Fouled off. Gurriel aboard here at first with nobody out. Fastball called for strike 2. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Misses, that's ball 1.
No!
And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. Here's Justin Smoke now. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Here's Lester now on 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. Popped him up. Under it is Zobrist. 2 away now.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Ready to take his hacks again, Rendell Grichuk, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the end. It's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
And he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. 7 of their at-bats have resulted in first pitch outs. So he said they need to find ways to get better pitches to swing at early in the count. That or change their approach and work themselves into deeper counts where they might get more chances to hit a mistake pitch. Either way, they're looking to make adjustments down here. Matt?
Now batting.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Jason.
Stepping up now, Jason Hayward. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
On to first, and they turn the double play. Victor Caratini is into the on-deck circle now as he'll pinch hit for the pitcher Lester.
Victor Caratini.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Grichuk over to his right, and that's the 3rd out. Down go the Cubs on just 4. Stepping up to the plate, Reese McGuire. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Number 10.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Is put in play to the right side of the infield, and that's by him into right field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
The pitcher, Matt.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing.
And the second run will score to make this a 7-1 ball game.
You could see right here, he might have been better off retreating and keeping the ball in front of him. Instead, he leaps to try for it, can't haul it in, and 2 runs come around the score. I think he'll play it safer next time.
Hayward has a read on it, 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now batting.
Ready once again, number 8. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there, and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Hayward giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Into the box now, number 13. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. 0-1 the count. Shoemaker at second with 2 down. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Now batting.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Line to the right side. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Digging in the switch hitter, Justin Smoke. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And that'll get down out there. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 9-1 ball game.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Rendell Gritchick. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. This is lifted into the air out towards center field. Hayward has a read on it, and that ends the inning. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. The next Cub up, Nicholas Castellanos. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
And I thought this might happen. Based on how close that play was, they're looking at the replay in order to make a decision on challenging the out call on the field.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
Now an indication from the dugout is that they will not challenge the call on the field, so the runner is indeed out. Here's Javier Baez. Line to the right side, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're facing pitching that's throwing a lot of strikes, and that has forced them to hit from behind in the count more than they would like. However, they do have 6 hits coming out of counts that were in the pitcher's favor. So that's pretty strong evidence that these hitters are grinding out each and every at-bat, Matt.
Number 37.
Thank you, Heidi. David Phelps enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Reese McGuire. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Strike one to start the at-bat. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. The 1-2. Misses low. Good take on the curveball there. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Ready for another chance?
Now
Derek Fisher.
Right
He singled his last time up.
Fisher.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
And he falls behind 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
The batter. The pitcher.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Shoemaker.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 0-1 on its way. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
Well, facing an AL pitcher at the plate, you certainly don't want to waste too many bullets on him. I expect this next pitch to be grooved right down the middle.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So coming to the plate, Kyle Schwarber, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. Into the bleachers and out of here.
Well, they're not there yet, but a solo homer to lead off the inning will do wonders for any team's confidence. We'll see if the next few batters can continue the comeback effort here. Just need to string some good at-bats together now.
Fastball swung on and missed. Hit hard to short. Bichette picks it up cleanly. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Ben Zobrist. 1 run in and 1 gone so far in this inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this will be fouled away. 2 runs, 6 hits. 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Line drive to center field. Grichuk is there. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Hayward.
First pitch of the at-bat. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But a foul ball here, 0-1. 0-1 count, here's the pitch. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Bo Bichette. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Fouled off. Again, another foul ball.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes again, 1-2. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out. Next to bat for Toronto, number 8. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First offering on its way. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Hayward. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the left
now
fielder,
to the plate, number 13. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all away, and he was going to zone him up.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hayward moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. But they... Ian Happ will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th.
Happ.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
The first baseman, number 44.
So
Anthony
1 gone here in the Chicago 8th.
Rizzo.
And into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Left side, but well foul. There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Now batting,
Nick
the right
Castellanos
fielder.
now. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to center field. Grichuk is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quick. Number 56 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Cubs, number 56.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. Contreras over to his left, 1 away.
Now batting,
Striding in,
baseman,
Justin Smoke. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Skied into straightaway right. Castellanos is right there as he takes it for the second out.
the batter, the center fielder.
At the plate, Randall Grichuk. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Here comes another 0-2. Hard hit ball to second. And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side, Dan, 2-seamer, pitcher, sinker ball.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Striding into the box, Javier Baez starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Chris.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, left fielder,
Digging in now, Kyle Schwarber. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. This is pulled into right. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he is into second base with a double. His third hit this afternoon.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. Getting a few steps off at second there. Now the pitch. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And this one will bounce into the wall. And the runner from second is in to score. That makes it a 9-3 ball game. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Now batting, second baseman.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Well, he was almost out of the inning. The last 2 batters showed him that...
There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Hit sharply toward the right side, but he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over. 9-3 the final tally here in this one. Toronto took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Matt Shoemaker takes home the win. So that's a wrap.